Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, and a special welcome to all my new subscribers. I'm Kathy. We are on part 45 of the series Common Everyday Sayings that are actually from the Bible. So this one is the love of money is the root of all evil. And this is from 1 Timothy 6:10. So have you guys heard this? I'm sure you have. I think it's pretty common. I think people know that it's from the Bible. You'll have to let me know. Yeah, that's my impression. But I have heard it said wrong many times. And for a long time, people will say money is the root of all evil. But the Bible says the love of money. So Paul is pretty specific. Let's read what he actually says. Okay, so 1 Timothy chapter 6, verse 10. For the love of money is the root of all evil, which while some coveted after, they have erred from the faith and pierced themselves through with many sorrows. So they've gone away from the faith and ended up having sorrowful things happen to them. So this verse says that the love of money can lead to various kinds of evil and temptations, causing people to stray from their faith and experience sorrow. It emphasizes that it's not money itself that is evil, but the excessive desire for it that can lead to negative consequences. So let me know what you guys think. I can say I know people that do love money, and sometimes they do crazy things. I'm just thinking my husband had a coworker when we lived in Oregon, and he would do the craziest things just to make some money, make a quick buck, do a weird investment. And it was just like, oh my gosh. And then, because he lived, I think, with his parents, so he wasn't paying rent, and he was working, I think, full time. So he had money to burn. And so he would just blow it on stuff, but then he would try to accumulate it and just be focused. Okay, I'm going to buy this zebra over in wherever as an investment. And that's actually true. I think zebra, a lion, this and that and the other thing, or some weird maybe stock investments or just things that aren't your normal. And it was all just, I need money, and then I'm going to buy this. And I need more money, and then I'm going to buy this. And so it was just an obsession of accumulating and then spending. And yeah, and I can think of other people too that, yeah, they're just, they want the new, whatever, brand new car that came out, or brand new iPhone, or whatever it is, whatever gadget. And they're just like, no, I need more money. And I'm just thinking, I know of a person who would change jobs about every, my gosh, I think like 3 months. And, just to get the next one that pays a little more, and the next one that pays a little more, and the next one. And this went on for a few years. And I'm thinking, gosh, what does your resume look like? But these companies would hire him, and they had to have seen that, okay, he's probably only going to stay for a couple months and then he's going to move on. So I don't know. And then just with that, everything did fall apart, and we'll just say it's a sorrowful situation right now. But yeah, and I know people who just, they just got to have the next biggest house, and, maybe buy a boat or a whatever, or another car, or, and it's just all money, I need more money. And it's like, yeah. So Anyways, I could go on about that, but no judgment, you know, everyone does their own thing. But the Apostle Paul, and that's his letter to Timothy, you know, he's giving a lot of fatherly and worldly advice to pass on to Timothy, his predecessor. And is that right? Predecessor? Who followed after him. So, yeah, so the love of money, you know, you can end up doing evil things, just like he says. You know, if you're like, oh, I can make a quick $50 or a quick $100 if I do this thing, even though it's, you know, a little dodgy, or I shouldn't do it, but, you know, quick $100. And, you know, people do that stuff all the time. But like Paul says, you know, it can just lead to sorrow and strain from the faith. So, all right. Well, let me know what you guys think. Like I said, I'm pretty sure it's a pretty common saying all over. I think I've heard it for probably even since I was a kid, if I think back. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. Make sure you like, subscribe if you aren't already. Share and comment. I would love that. And I'll see y'all in the next video. All right. God bless.